Lets it go from 14. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside, George. Over Harris. Another one falls for the Clippers.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Irving kicks to Harden. They need this. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call. So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Took him no time at all on that one. George has got 8 points.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
Here's Harden, and he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Now, here is Morris. Defended by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 6. Nobody near Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Brooklyn's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out.
There's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The free throw drops for Durant. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Beverly against Harris. And Beverly kicks to George. Harden the pass to Jordan. For the 3. And it's Durant. That time on the assist from Harris. Durant's got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A deep 3 from Leonard. Here's Morris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Now Harden. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the jam by Harden.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here is Harden. He's got 6. He dishes it to Harris. Outside Durant. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. A deep 3 from Leonard. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Patrick Beverly. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. Clippers leading by 3 from outside the arc. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. And again, it's the Nets missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the inside, Durant. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Kennard. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he gets the bucket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Brown. Kennard with the ball. Stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 1.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Again, the Nets for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
In the corner, Kennard with it. The pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
1:29 left in the first half. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The kick out to Brown. Green passes to Brown. And the three off target. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Batum finds Zubac. Now here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Batum, good.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Dinwiddie outside. It's Brown with the drive inside. That shot by Griffin, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
There's Dinwiddie following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Dinwiddie outside.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Jackson hits both of them.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And here's Green outside. No good there. Got it off in time. That shot misses. That'll do it for the first half. Los Angeles. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points and 2 rebounds. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown, and it's Luwawu in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie finds Griffin. Tries again. Here's Luwawu. Outside Griffin. The kick out to Brown. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Zubac. Kennard for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Griffin with the steal. Dinwiddie with it, guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Back to Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Patterson down low. Dinwiddie covering. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That sends Patrick Patterson to the free throw line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Now, here is Harden. He's got 6 for 3. Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got 8 points. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. I mean, you look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Well, Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
Morris outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. George looking over the floor. And it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Harden against George.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Leonard finds George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
But he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers leading by 13. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Jackson against Irving. To the paint. Batum, good. Batum's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Kennard for 3. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now here's Jackson. He has 7. Durant with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now Jackson. Three seconds left, and he hits the jump shot. Zubac has got his first basket.
And that's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back to the action after this word. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Patterson in at the 3, the small forward. In the corner, Kennard with it. Pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. And he converts the layup. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
KD on the wing. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, outside Batum. Passes to Zubac. Back to Batum. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Off the left rim and out. Nets trail by 10. And it's Green slamming it down.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Jackson against Dinwiddie. Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. Back to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Patterson. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Clippers leading by 8. On the wing, Batum. Now, here's Kennard. Guarded closer. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. That sends Nicholas Batum to the free throw line. Jeff Green picks one up. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Patrick Patterson. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Down low. Back to George. Shot from the wing. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. Another shot. The rebound by the Nets. It's stolen by Ibaka. Morris passes to Beverley. George, that's a 2-pointer, and stolen by Jordan. And a wide open look for Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Beverley, the pass to George. Feeds it to Morris. Back to George. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. A shot by Harden, wide open. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
George finds Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Left side, Irving. Pass to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
And Beverley kicks to Leonard. 58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. That one good for 2. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
And the jam by Harden.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Here's George. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Can't get the double clutch layup to drop. And it's Harris off the drive. Can't connect from short range. And it's the Clippers with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. From the arc. The shot will not fall.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Barry,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to...
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's his. And it's KD in at the 4 slot. And for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Irving. And an air ball on that one. Way off. The Trailblazers on offense. Lillard, right side, pass to Jones. Now, here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And Jones with the stop.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Jordan. And here's Harden for 3. He can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here is Harden. Launches it. And it's Durant missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Irving. That one misses. Some solid defense from Lillard. Jones kicks to Nurkic. Back to Jones. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Harden. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. From the baseline. Goes back up. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. There's the triple. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Misses the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And a wide open look for Irving. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Powell, the pass to Jones. Portland again missing. Nets trail by 3. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Lillard on top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Nurkic can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
On the wing, Harden. Out to KD. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Jones, no luck. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
So let's see how they play the clock.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Outside for Durant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. .30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lillard looking around. Trying to get something going. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. McCollum passes to Carmelo. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
From deep 3-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers leading by... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now here's McCollum. Kanter, the pass to Collins. Lobs it up for Kanter. Griffin with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. To the middle. Here's Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's Green. No good on the quick 3. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dinwiddie wide open. And again, it's the Nets missing. Portland leading by 6. Feeds to Kanter. Now the pass to Simons. McCollum against Dinwiddie. McCollum dishes to Collins. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. The Trailblazers shooting at 50% in a decent group. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
No Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's
that is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree. McCollum kicks to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Dinwiddie against Anthony. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
On the wing, Green. Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. The kick out to Brown. Over McCollum. Up again. It's good on the putback. Luwawu's got his first 2 points.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And again, it's Portland converting.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Nets trail by 10. Here now is Dinwiddie. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Dinwiddie. That one drops for him.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. Right side, Collins. Passes it to Simons. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Harden surveying the D. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
McCollum against Irving. Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. Second chance shot. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Left side, Jordan. Harden the pass to Jordan. Portland grabs the miss. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. The three-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 9. Outside Durant. Here's Harden on the wing. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Pass to Cantor. Outside Collins. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Harden. Good work there as it goes. Harden's got 7 points.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Portland came out ready to play. They strung together several impressive trips down the floor. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3. Jones kicks to Powell.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. And for Portland, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. And here is Powell. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots over Powell. The pass to Durant. Harden outside. All sorts of time. And the rebound by Nurkic.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Harris outside. Harden inside the 3-point line. That one no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Jones. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's just a terrific pass to beat the defense up the court, and that's exactly how you move the ball in transition.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 3rd. It's Jordan on the wing. Harris kicks to Harden. Fires the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Portland leading by 5. Pass to Powell. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Griffin's check in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Now here's Harden. He's got 10. Durant in the corner. The kick out to Irving. Puts up a 3. And the Nets another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. A 3-ball. Trailblazers keep it alive.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Now, here's Lillard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Here is Harden. Down low. Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. We've got 1:18 left in the 3rd. Lillard outside. There's the feed to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now here's Harden. He's got 10. Irving finds Harden. Back to Irving. The 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Sometimes worth the price of admission. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Feeds to Griffin. Outside, KD. For three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Powell. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the one spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. To the inside. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Here's Jones. And he banks in the layup. Jones has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. And Harris subbed in for James Harden. Here's Anthony. And it's good, 2 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Dinwiddie right side. Out to Harris. Releases. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
McCollum dishes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Pass to Collins. Now Cantor. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Harris kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. But they'll get another chance. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 15. And here's McCollum for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And no stranger to tough shots. A hand in his face, not a problem. McCollum, he's in his bag.
On the wing, Harris. Griffin passes to Harris. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. The wide open look here for Anthony. Off target from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for. As far as power forwards go, he has terrific vision.
There's the pass to McCollum. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Yusuf Nurkic.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Anthony, the pass to Canner. Here's Simons. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Irving. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
And Portland with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now McCollum. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting. starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K's. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Norman Powell. Garrett Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. Leonard on the wing. Fires from the corner. Rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game. That shot wide open. Powell's got 6 points.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's George missing.
And that would have been a big three if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
Jones, the pass to Powell. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Beverley dishes to Leonard. Beverley, the pass to Leonard. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard attacking. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
They get the rebound. Nurkic. He dishes it to Covington. Back to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Beverley kicks to Leonard. Puts it up. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes that one.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Now Beverley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Powell finds Covington. Back to Powell. Count it. Good.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Now here's Beverley. And 1:01 left in the first. Outside, George. Powell with it. 8 points for him. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And the basket is good.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
George way outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Jones now, it's out the key. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Covington kicks to Lillard. Launches a 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them. Leonard with no one around. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. Lillard looking around. Over Beverly.
Oh, and that's just a great defensive effort there by Beverly. He is all.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the 5. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a 3rd scoring option for the team.
And the pass to Kennard. From deep 3-point range. No good. Shot missing.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Collins is running and stolen by Patterson. A solo fast break.
He's one of the best passing 5s in the game. I mean, think about this. Cousins doesn't get enough credit for being unselfish on the floor.
Passes it to Simons. Back to McCollum, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
And one of the things Cousins has continued to develop, his defense. Really makes an effort to swat that shot away.
Portland with the ball. They lead by 4. Just 2 to shoot. McCollum, no good.
Well, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Outside, Batum. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is an area where Batum can hurt you. This shot is a steady part of his attack.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Anthony in the corner. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Anthony. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Jackson drives in, and the dunk by Jackson.
Now, whenever Jackson is driving, the D is nervous. He is just brilliant at completing his drives to the rack.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. From deep. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Outside for Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. Cousins, the pass to Patterson. 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter. The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And it's tied up with that one. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. 1:05 left to play here in the half. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Jackson misses.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Kanter finds Collins. Here's McCollum. Kennard covering. McCollum passes to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. The tray. Collins grabs the miss. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Anthony down low. Cousins is there. Here's Simons. But they get it back. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Portland leading. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Covington passes to Lillard. Nurkic up top. Just his first attempt. He gets it in there. Nurkic has got the first field goal of the second half for the Trailblazers. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 43% for the game. Beverley, the pass to Ibaka. Knocks it loose. And here's Nurkic. Powell, no one around him. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now a 6-point Portland lead. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Leonard, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
The pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. From deep. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 4. Puts it up from 15. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverley. He's got 10.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Lillard from outside. Drills it from outside.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. George way outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 5. Fires from deep. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Outside, George. Good on the three-point shot. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And it's Covington atop the key. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And it's George missing.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Powell finds Lillard. It's Powell on the wing, covered by Morris. Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by George.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out here.
And the basket by Lillard.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. But he did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Leonard kicks to Ibaka. And again, no good by the Clippers. Portland leading by 6. Nobody near Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. No good on the three. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Passes to Nurkic. Fires from 14. The shot by Powell, no good. The Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Jones with it. Guarded now by Morris.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Here's Covington. Kicks it to Jones. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Takes a 3. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the basket by McCollum.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. It's stolen. Batum passes to Kennard. Back to Batum. A beautiful reverse layup.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Anthony, the pass to Collins. Kicks it out to McCollum. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Collins passes to McCollum. And yes, it's good. 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
So McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Here's the three. That shot off the mark.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Count that one.
Oh, and really, Jackson excels when the defense gets physical with him. He's more than up for any challenge.
Here's Simons. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Canner. Inside. Here's McCollum. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Now Jackson takes the three. And Cantor pulls it down. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And there's the pass to Simons. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. And the shot goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
George way outside. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Simons. McCollum against George. Pulls up from the corner. Wow, way off on that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Pass to Simons. Cantor inside, defended by Ibaka. Cantor's shot is off. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 16. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Anthony against George. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Beverly. Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, off the mark. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. Now, here's George. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game, and that one drops for him.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Beverley feeling it out a bit. Morris finds Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Jordan. Harris, right side. Jordan trying to free himself up. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now, here is Morris. Again, the Clippers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden inside the 3-point line. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. Leonard kicks to George. The pass to Beverley. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
George against Harden. George, no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Pass to Beverley. Here is Ibaka. Kicks to George. Back to Ibaka. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here is Ibaka. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, outside Durant. From downtown, he doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. Beyond the arc. No good on the shot. Nice defense from KD. Bobbed up there for Durant.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Harden against Beverley. He dishes it to George. From deep. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here's George. He has 5. Pass to Leonard. Over in the corner, Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. Harris outside. Lets it go with the 3. Doesn't go for him. And here's Morris for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the 2. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And it's Beverly missing. Nets trail by 6. The 3 from Harden. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Durant with some nice D. It's stolen by Ibaka. Pass to George. Finished off the break. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
He's a high-energy forward with great length. Serge forcing the turnover and making it happen.
To the middle. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Back to Harden. He kicks to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got 8 points.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harden against Beverly. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a change for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kennard for 3. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets trail by 9. Harden inside the 3-point line. Rebounded by Jackson. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. It's Harden with the drive, and he comes up with the deuce.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Dinwiddie. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Clippers leading by 7. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The drive by Jackson, and the shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got his first bucket in this one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Green against Batum. Back to Kennard. Clock at 6. And he makes good on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now the pass to Luwawu. Dinwiddie outside. Right wing. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got 5 points in the quarter. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. And that one is good.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Here's Luwawu. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead, heading in.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, what was... Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now here's Cousins. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here is Los Angeles now. They're leading by 8. Jackson passes to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Lobbed up there for KD. Batum with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Cousins throws it down.
A great play call, perfectly in rhythm, ending with the powerful flush by Cousins.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Harris, no good.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And Morris throws it down.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Now here's Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. From past the arc. Harden's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
George, that's a 2-pointer. The shot comes out. The Nets go the other way with it. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harris finds KD. Back to Harris. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Jordan trying to free himself up. Morris with the bucket.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
The deep 3 from Harden. Durant. Great positioning on the putback.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
From deep, George. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Ibaka. There's the dish to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Back to Leonard. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. George against Irving. Pass to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Ibaka. Cans it from short range. Ibaka's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. The Nets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team. Beautifully orchestrated play. You put Durant at the finishing end of anything, it's probably a good idea.
From deep, George. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the left side wing. Beverly finds George. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Durant wide open. He fires. Nailed from 3-point land. Durant's got 9.
Unlimited range. The long arms of KD can get it off from anywhere.
Passes it to Leonard. George looking over the floor. Back to Leonard. This one for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 9 in the bucket from Irving.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Outside Leonard, the 3. The shot missing. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Clippers leading by 9. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. And here's Harris from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jackson has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 11. To the inside, Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
When DeAndre is going up for the dunk, no one is stopping him. He's one of the most powerful dunkers this game has ever seen.
Jackson passes to Batum, and it's good for 2.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Free throw good, Nicholas Batum.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 12-point game. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Johnson finds Harden. Outside Jordan. Durant feeling it out a bit. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 12. Here's Mann. Irving with the steal. The pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And Cousins kicks to Kennard. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. George against Brown. Pass to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George passes to Morris. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Dinwiddie dishes to Green. Pass to Griffin. Outside, Green. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 10. Pass to George. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the Clippers miss again. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Blake took off like a rocket on that alley-oop. Woo!
Leonard draws the double. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. The putback, and Ibaka is right there. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Over in the corner, Brown. No good with the triple. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Knocked away. There's the pass to Llewellyn. Off target from three-point range. Clippers leading by 10. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Nets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Pass to Beverly. And here is Ibaka. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Pass to George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Los Angeles with another miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Hams the three.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
George against Irving. And here's George.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
It's Durant on the wing. And the wing jumper offline. So the Clippers with the win. It was up for grabs. David, thank you. As That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Norman Powell, Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Lillard, the pass to Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Brown dishes to Harris. To the paint, Nurkic with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Foul for 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. A shot by Jordan, no good. Here's Jones, and it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it goes down 2 points. Jones has got his second bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Brown kicks to Jordan. Pass to KD. Nurkic with the steal. Jacks up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Brown inside. Guarded by Powell. Harris passes to Brown. Back to Harris. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Powell finds Nurkic. Back to Powell. And the pass to Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Powell with it. Beyond the arc. Jordan with the rebound. Moving against Jones. There's the lob to Brown. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nurkic trying to get open, and Lillard gets it to go. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Durant in the corner. Back to Brown. Feeds it to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Lillard surveying the D. Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, you force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Harris against Jones. It's Powell on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving kicks to KD. Takes the 3. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lillard against Brown. A step-back shot here. Lillard with the bucket.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Here's the three. Kicks it out to Jones. Over in the corner, Lillard. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard.
I think it comes from being...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Blazers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second quarter. Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Dinwiddie passes to Llewellyn. Harden inside the three-point line. Shot clock at 3. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Portland leading by 8. McCollum with the ball. Pass to Simons. And it's Anthony, top of the key. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Griffin trying to get open. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter. And, Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Yep, that one goes.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The pass to Collins. The 3 from McCollum. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Harden finds Griffin. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
McCollum passes to Collins. Kanter dishes to McCollum. Here's Simons. Passes it to Kanter. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Here's Simons. And the Trailblazers another three.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Collins. From downtown, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from James Harden.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. Pass to Simons. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Griffin's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Portland leading by 11. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Green slams it in.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the community.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, as he gets into his 30s, can Lillard be... And...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. Jones finds Nurkic. From outside, off the mark. Nets trail by 9. And here's Harris from the arc. Powell pulls it in. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Brown dishes to Jordan. They get a hand on it. Lillard outside. The rebound by the Nets. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got his second basket of the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
And that too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Covington against Durant. He's looking for Jordan and finds him.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Now Lillard, 6 points for him. Pass to Powell. Kicks it to Covington. Jones in the post. Harris is there. Portland needs to get off a shot. Shot clock at 2, kept alive, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Takes a 3. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets trail by 7. Back to Harris. Brown kicks to Harris for the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Jones, no one around him. Portland, no good that time either. Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. But they recover it. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Durant's got 6.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Portland moving the ball around. Lillard left side. Jones the pass to Lillard. Over Durant. Lillard finds Covington. Comes up empty down low. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Fast break. Here they come. On up the court. Back to Powell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Powell. Chalk up 2 there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And they double up Brown. The pass to Jordan. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Lillard missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Lillard way outside. The long-distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Here's Durant. Left side, Jordan. Back to KD. He feeds it to Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. "12 seconds left in the third quarter. McCollum outside. Good. McCollum's got 13.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And we'll be right back after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Trailblazers leading by 10. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Collins is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got his first points in this one.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
The 3 from Harden, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Now here's McCollum, and the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Nets on defense. They trail by 9 points. Tries to keep it alive. Griffin with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
McCollum outside. They double-team McCollum. And it's in there.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Dinwiddie drives in. From deep, Green. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. And Cantor pulls it down. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Passes to Simons. The three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Harden with the stuff.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Nets trail by 9. Brown outside. The kick out to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Irving knocking down that 3. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Finds himself wide open and drills it. 17 points for C.J. McCollum.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
On the wing, Harris. No good on the triple.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
McCollum, no good. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Unable to get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Durant kicks to Brown. Lobbed up there for KD.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it.
And you know what, fellas? You got to really, really admire somebody with the confidence to even try a pass like that.
The Nets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Cantor. To the left wing. He kicks it to McCollum. There's the 3, and stolen by Jordan.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's KD. And the rejection by Collins. Anthony taking his time here. The Trailblazers rebound. They double him with Jordan. Here's Simons. Jordan with the rebound. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting tonight. Well, here are the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. And for Portland, they've got Derek Jones. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count it. Leonard's got the opening field goal of the game for the Clippers.
Got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable.
Now, here's Lillard. Covington with the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. Beverly has strength to go along with a tremendous amount of quickness and a nice job on the break that time.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George against Powell. Pass to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Out to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. It's tipped. Covington dishes to Jones. Down low. Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blowback.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. The tray. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Jones. Wow, hammering it in.
And Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Count that bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Lillard. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Powell. Right side, Covington. Just 4 to shoot. Up again. Here's Nurkic. Feeds it to Lillard. And that one's drained from the low block. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
Outside Leonard. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, we wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. There's the pass to Leonard. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nobody near Leonard. Again, Leonard missing, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Covington. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Here's George following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And here's Leonard from 3. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Kanter dishes to Carmelo. Kicks to McCollum. Pass to Kanter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Ibaka. Second chance effort. Pass to Simons. From deep. Anthony's shot is off.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum's got such good body contact. He had to have known that he was going to get hit on that play.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. He's very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Up the floor. Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. From the right block, the shot is good. Cantor's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Cantor does a good job of shooting off the catch there, easily getting that shot up thanks to his height.
Leonard inside, covered by Anthony. Outside, George drills the three-pointer. George has got 7.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George can get it going from distance.
McCollum up top, defended by George. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Cantor, and Cantor able to finish. 6 points for him.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
George passes to Beverly. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And here is Los Angeles now. Kennard for 3. They get it back.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Simons. The Trailblazers rebound. Second shot opportunity. And scoring with the play inside is Cantor. Cantor's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Jackson. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
McCollum outside. He dishes it to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, this is kind of that set play here for Cantor where he can show his wares. Good instincts there on the pick and roll.
Here's Jackson. Floats it up for Cousins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. And that'll do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's man in at the 3 spot.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
Jackson looking it over. Tries again. Man passes to Batum. And the Clippers miss again.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Back to McCollum. And there's the pass to Simons. Now here's Collins. Defended by Batum. Lets it go from 14. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Kennard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Anthony. Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The Clippers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Inside, Collins. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Collins has got his first points of the game.
Collins not afraid of getting hit on the inside and goes up through all of that arms and legs in there.
Jackson has the open look, and the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Anthony down low. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Batum attacking. It's good. Now just a 1-point Portland lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. McCollum finds Anthony. Back to McCollum. And it's blocked. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Floats it up for Cousins. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. It's up a 3. Portland with a new 14. And Collins is right there. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Collins with a good read there and laser focused on where he could get to collect the offensive board.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Jackson. He's got 9 and stolen by Lillard. The finish, and Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, with how hot Damian Lillard can get, you cannot let him steal the ball and then put one away in the open court. Here he comes.
Kennard against Powell. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Back to Kennard. Here's Mann. Clippers moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Cousins trying to free himself up. A shot by Batum, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard from deep three-point range.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Pass to Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss. Portland leading by 5. Here's Jones, and it's Jones finishing it off.
And Nurkic with a nice job there, willing to share the ball with his teammates.
Pass to Mann. Here's Cousins. He's guarded by Nurkic. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. From the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Powell for 3. Trains the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Kennard's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Jackson from long range. Here's Batum. Cousins trying to free himself up. A shot by Batum, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Leonard with the steal. The shot by George, wide open. Offline with his 3. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Simons, that's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The 3 from George. Sinks the three-pointer.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Simons. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Collins against Morris. To the middle, Paul George with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball. And Beverly kicks to Morris. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers leading by 13. McCollum deciding where to go with it. The offensive rebound out to Anthony. Three-pointer from outside the arc. And McCollum is good for 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
And here's George for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. This is it to McCollum. Launches it. Cantor, the pass to Collins. Here's Simons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to McCollum. Tries from 16. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And that one drops.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
George with the bucket.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
McCollum outside. Now the pass to Simons. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Enes Kanter.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Here's Leonard, and Jones sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Beverly wide open. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Powell finds Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Beverly, and he gets it to go.
That's a pretty impressive finish from Montrezl Harrell.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Beverly against Lillard. Jones looking for an opening. Back to Lillard. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
And here's Jones. Pass to Nurkic. Over Ibaka. And no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.